And we are live. What is going on? Happy Turtle Tuesday, everybody.
It's the sleepiest Turtle Tuesday that we've had in a long time.
Oh, yeah. But both Mike and I, we are not at 100%. So, forgive us for this week's episode. Will there be a crying baby in this week's podcast? We will find out. Will Comcast screw
Will
us?
Jason's will Jason's internet stay live the entire time?
We will find out what is going on, guys. Welcome to Turtle Recall, the news section position, whatever this is. I'm like totally like out of it right now. But uh, this week, for the actual full Turtle Recall podcast that should be coming out on Thursday, will be Dantel's Agree. I am in the middle of editing it, so if it doesn't come out Thursday, that just means that like I have like 15 minutes left of it, and like I just if you guys like, so just to let you guys know, the plague has hit the Ascari household, and unfortunately everyone who works on Turtle Recall is in this household, so no one has had like time to edit this thing, just because it's been sneezing, coughing, and everything. And Robert's in chat. What is going on, Robert? And so is Cody,
Hey,
and he's
and
giving us a
Cody.
word to our turtle mothers. So Mike, what is going on with Neutral Power Hour this week?
On Ninja Turtle Power Hour, we are at our midpoint with season 7. We finished the European vacation season
No, you
with
just started
Elementary My
season
Dear
7.
Turtle.
Just started
Well,
season
yes. But we don't have to do that disclaimer anymore, which is nice.
7.
So we finished the European vacation and we started season 7 proper.
Yeah.
Um, and with the Dark Turtle, which was it's a very weird episode because it's the introduction and the final episode of with the Triceratons.
Right. Yeah, it's the only
Uh,
episode with the
but
Triceratons.
but they're the B plot of the episode,
Right.
and it's like it's such a weird and just kind of out there episode, but I honestly really liked it. And
So,
then Elementary My Dear Turtles is a odd way to end the European vacation.
oh my gosh.
Uh,
Yeah, that was the one I was alluding to. It's the like they meet Sherlock Holmes, who Sherlock Holmes is real, and what the one that surprised me with that episode, he is openly smoking, and I was like, wait, this like I was just surprised that it
yeah,
was
I
allowed.
didn't mention that, but yeah, he's like actually smoking.
Yeah.
Um, but also like one of my favorite parts in it was that like they go to an alternate future because Moriarty like steals the time atomic clock that they go back in time with,
Right.
and then he goes to the future and takes over the future. But then like so it's an alternate timeline, and April is part of the resistance, but like
She lives in
April
Britain.
is British. April's British now, and also Bern and Vern are there too, and they're British.
Right.
It's just everybody's British in this future.
No one
So
colonized in America in like the when Moriarty took over. It was like, no, America's done.
uh, but I found my friend James actually is British, and he watched the episode with me, and I got to. He gave me some cool insights that you'll have to listen to our episode to find out what those were.
Nice. We actually Anna's like really good friend. She's also British. We could have like totally reached out to her. The only thing I did reach out to her, which we do talk about when we talk about it, is the LO. Because that was one.
Hello.
Yeah, that one. Because that one was one I was kind of like, I need to know if the and like Then she told me all the history about it, how it's like came from like some British comedian, like way back, and it's just been something that stuck and everything. So I was like, oh okay, like yeah. Uh, and Cody does says it is DVD season 7. Yes, it is DVD season 7. You can say that, but it is not. really season 7. It is
Yeah,
something that the
we've had to legally put a disclaimer out there per Jason to let
yes.
everybody know that the European vacation is not actually part of season 7 and is part of between season 4 and season 5.
Right.
So
Right, exactly. But that's just, I just know when we did it, everyone, we had like so many like emails and that kind of stuff. People are like, "What? Why you skipped? Why'd you skip? What?" Like, and I had to explain. No, we didn't skip. The
I wish people would email our show more often.
we just get like no, we get you don't want the emails that we get. We get emails of like why we skipped to season 7, and then also why does Anna hate Splinter so much? That's like I mean that has like calmed down, but like that was the big one we had was that like um, uh,
All right. So what's in the news tonight?
all right, let's talk about what is uh in the news. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is to bring everyone down. Actually, this is kind of Ninja Turtle adjacent. We don't know how it's going to actually affect the Ninja Turtle comics, but unfortunately, IDW has had a massive layoff where they laid off 39% of their staff. Uh, right now, no one that we know of that's worked on Ninja Turtles has been laid off. Usually with these like massive layoffs, it's more of like the it's more of like the lower people that you don't hear about. Like you're not gonna have like your Ton Waltz or your Sophie Campbells or that kind of stuff. They're not the ones that are like, oh, we had to cut you guys. It's gonna be more of like, oh, it's the marketing team, the like oh like the people who like put this into printers or something like that. You like those are the people that gets laid off, like the quality control people and that kind of
Well,
stuff.
and so with this one, actually, there were some like bigger people, like editors who had been laid off.
Oh, okay.
And technically, Tom Waltz was one of those people.
Ah,
Um, Tom was let Tom was let go from his group editor position,
uh-huh.
which was like his official position working for IDW, the company. But he still he still has his own additional contract where he's kind of the de facto leader for all things Ninja Turtles at IDW, which thankfully that is something that doesn't affect him in that way. So he's not going to be in charge of people's projects anymore. He's going to be in charge of just kind of brand managing Turtles like he has been. So it's
Right.
less responsibilities for him, which he kind of framed it as also too. Like now he's technically kind of a freelancer,
Uh-huh.
so he doesn't have to remain at IDW. He can potentially go write for other companies, which is actually a really cool thing for him.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No, that totally is. Yeah. I mean,
Sophie also mentioned that she's still there. Um, she did say that the layoffs did like kind of happen right as she was in the middle of editing script notes with her editor.
oh, okay.
Um, uh, just kind of terrible because
Yeah.
you never want to see people you never want to see people lose their jobs in this way.
No.
Um, it's it's kind of gross how it's happening, but IDW is in the middle of restructuring,
Right.
so it has to happen. Unfortunately, it's just going to come at the expense of all these other people's jobs. And I think someone else. I haven't been able to get a hold of him, so I'm afraid that he's probably uh, been let go. So,
Gotcha.
but our contact at IDW, Keith, I think he is gone.
Oh no.
So yeah,
I
it's a huge bummer because I finally got to meet Keith in person,
uh-huh.
and he was a great guy. We talked for like an hour at WonderCon a couple weeks ago. So
Oh, nice. That's nice. Yeah. I will say like I mean because I got to know the people from the IDW games division, and if you guys don't know, that was
Mhm.
shuttered, I think 2 years ago now. But that was like the big one for me. I was kind of like, and I was really bummed about that, especially like I was actually a playtester for the Mutanimals set, and like I saw how far along it was done and everything, and the fact is like that went under, and like it really was like, I mean, I'm happy I got to play with it. Oh, but it just kind of
Mhm.
stunk that no, like not many people are going to see the light of day. There are people out there just doing like unofficial fan stuff, and I believe I believe for that set, like the everything that was going to be in the game has already been released publicly online, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just like, yeah, these kind of things like stink. And I mean, unfortunately, it happens. I mean, the comic industry, like it is like, uh, it is like where it is like now. They had like there was that like a little boost because of the movie industry, but then like now we're seeing like now we're seeing like comic book movies are not a guarantee hit anymore, and that's been kind of like affecting the actual sales of actual comics. That plus the pandemic has had a lot of local stores unfortunately closed down, and so just just these kind of things just unfortunately what led to this. So it stinks for everyone who did get laid off. Hopefully you guys are able to bounce back, get back into the field that you are passionate about. For IDW itself, I'm hoping like this is just kind of like a little bump in the road, and then like they will be able to like recover from this, and then hopefully they can get back into like staff levels of like what they had before.
Yeah, like we said it on the show and on our Twitter last week that just like we really hope that everybody who was let go, you know, you land on your feet and you get that dream project that you've always wanted to do. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it sucks, and it sucks to happen at a company because I really love IDW. I was looking at my comic book collection, and most of my comics are IDW comics nowadays.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I really thought they were going to be like the next Dark Horse comics. Like
I to be honest, I
talking
thought
about
they
them
were
for
going to
years.
be. I thought they were going to be the next Dark Horse out as well. Like I
Yeah,
was hoping. I mean, personally, I was hoping they weren't going to be like uh, McFarlane or Image, where it was like, oh yeah, they had their height, and then they go, and then they kind of drop. Like,
well, Image is still like Image is the third biggest company.
oh,
You
okay,
know,
I did not know that. I thought Dark
Image is
Horse was the
still
third.
in.
I thought Dark Horse was the third
No,
biggest.
no,
Okay.
no. Dark Horse has never been in the top three.
Oh, okay.
It's probably been fourth place, but
Yeah.
Image has always been number three.
Okay. Okay. That I didn't know. Oh, also I didn't know, but like like I said, I'm hoping IDW can recover for this. I mean, uh, like I don't. I personally, I don't see a closure happening. I mean, I just think
Yeah,
I
and
think this is just more of a this is just more of like, okay, we need to let things go. We're probably gonna have a slow just like probably like on like some of their other stuff. I don't see Ninja Turtles getting a slowdown because they have like what like three regular issues going on a month now or something like that. I
yeah, they IDW is not in danger of closing anytime soon, and um, even Thomas said like the Turtles books are still going strong.
Yeah,
Like the Last Ronin is such a big moneymaker for them
right.
that like there's no way that even Nick will Nick will find a way to continue the last Ronin no
Oh,
matter what.
oh,
Um,
I totally believe. Like things with IDW, I could see it like cause um I'm like I don't know if they still hold on to Ghostbusters or not, but I can see them selling that off. I can maybe see
well, yeah, they don't have Ghostbusters anymore, and that is through a complicated thing with the Ghost Corps, the whole
Gotcha,
thing.
gotcha.
Um, Tom, when we have him on our show again, I want him to tell that story because it's such a good story.
Okay,
Well, it's not a
okay,
great story, but
but
it's very
it's
fascinating
very
inside
fascinating.
baseball stuff.
Gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, like, but I could see like maybe they sell off some of their lesser stuff or like some of like their independent stuff. Like I can't right now think of any of their non-licensed uh uh comics that they have, but I can see them just kind of like either stop them or just like they just concentrate on like the ones that like like the Transformers, the GI Joe, the Ninja Turtles, the ones that they know are guaranteed sellers, and then like then after they get back, then they'll start branching out to other stuff. Like I don't know, maybe
I mean,
they
because
might.
they still have like the Dungeons and Dragons comics, the My
Oh,
Little Pony comics. Star Trek is huge for them.
oh okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot they have
Uh,
Star Trek.
Star Trek, like they've got a bunch of books currently coming out, and not just not just like their licensed stuff, but they also have like a bunch of other comics.
Right.
So it in that sense, like I don't think IDW is in danger of closing,
No.
but they have been kind of losing. They have been kind of losing money, but it's like everybody's losing money right now.
Yeah.
So I think that this will be a benefit for the company as a whole. I just hate to see other people lose their jobs over this,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes. Yes.
in such kind of ugly ways. Like people were getting turned, like their laptops turned off, their emails deactivated while this shareholders call was going on.
Right.
Um,
No, that yeah, that I have a friend
I don't
that
want to see.
yeah, I had a friend that worked in the for a video game company here in Atlanta, and I just remember the way he found out that his team got laid off was through a Polygon article. Like, so I mean, it almost like stinks like when it's like they have like this press conference or something like that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, oh by the way, we have to let go people, and then like all of a sudden like they already announced that you've been let go before you even learn that you've been let go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So I know all of that fun stuff. But you know what? Let's go ahead and turn around to more Ninja Turtle focus and like just just to bring stuff up because Mutant Mayhem's coming. We got some merch coming, and Play by Play has announced that they are making uh, Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem plush toys. I am totally excited about this, as if you guys are like OG subscribers to this channel, you guys know that this channel was like based off of like Ninja Turtle plushes, as they were doing our reviews for us for like the IDW comics and the
mm.
2012 series.
So we're going into that marketing blitz for Mutant Mayhem, and all the
Right.
stuff is starting to show up on other vendors. In fact, this morning, the action figures went up on Hobby Link Japan
Oh, nice.
for pre-order, which is kind of funny that like the first place to actually have pre-orders for the action figures is an import website that you'd have to import domestic figures from Japan to get. So we're starting to enter that era because the movie is only 3 months away. So
Right.
we're starting to see, the original Pitos chips that caused all of us to not talk about the movie for
Yes,
months.
exactly.
Uh, those are starting to hit shelves now. They're doing like red velvet turtle cakes.
They are
I saw
doing
that today.
they're doing cakesters. Like I don't know if you've seen those. They're like a three-layer cake that's kind of like a little Debbie thing.
Yeah,
They do it for the Minions. They do it for like all the Marvel movies and everything. They have cowabunga chocolate.
yeah,
I saw that floated
and
around today.
and
So
so like those are coming. The popcorn buckets that'll be at
yeah,
the movie theaters.
you're jumping ahead on the
Like,
popcorn buckets just to let you know. But yeah,
oh, were you already going to talk about those,
yeah, we
or?
are going to talk about those.
Oh, okay, then there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're starting to enter that era where all of this stuff is starting to be announced.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This stuff is getting announced. But yeah, like this one on Play by Play's website, they have like shown and revealed the plushes. Don't know uh when they're going to be appearing at stores. Um, the funny thing is because I was looking at their about page because they're based in Spain, but they originated in Houston, Texas. Like they just moved headquarters to Spain. Um, yeah, it was just like
uh,
interesting about them. But yeah, so these are coming. They're cute. Uh, will these be showing up at Moving Lackpost for reviews? Maybe. Just FYI. The reason why we never did what's the other show? Rise was because we had no plushes. We're just like we were waiting for the plushes to come, and by the time the Raphael plush, the only official one was the Raphael one that came out, the show was already canceled. So, I'm sorry, on pause. I can't get the. I don't want the Rise community to get mad at me for.
we can say it's canceled now.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It's not coming back. As
Yeah, it's not
Mike and I,
coming
we
back.
wanted to come back, but we've accepted the truth. Um, but going to where Mike was kind of jumping the gun is that last weekend was CinemaCon. This is actually the first time I've ever heard of this con. It happens actually pretty much every year. Uh,
Oh, you haven't heard of CinemaCon? Yeah, it's
yeah, I
basically CinemaCon is basically E3 for movie studios
uh
and theater operators. Um, so this is kind of like showing promotional events and items that could be at movie theaters, and then also trailers, and some people get to watch certain movies,
right.
either rough cuts or
Yeah, because people got to
kind
see
of
the
post
entire
production
Flash
versions.
movie. I know
Yeah,
that.
the Flash movie, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah,
some big movies that are coming out very soon are shown, and Paramount had their own kind of day to kind of show off everything. Again, like E3, how like you had Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo all had their own days,
right.
um, and so Paramount had their own day where they opened with the new Transformers movie, Rise of the Beasts,
Right, exactly, yeah. Because
and
I know
so
Paramount
I
was really big onto Transformers because obviously that's the one that's their next biggest tentpole that's coming out is Transformers, and I know they went really
yeah,
big on that one. Um,
yeah, I mean, this is the second movie in their kind of rebooted cinematic universe. So, and it's a big one because it brings in Beast
Beast
Wars.
Wars, yeah.
As the movie shows, it's bringing in Unicron, which
Oh,
I think
Unicron's
is
going to
way
be in
too
it.
soon. Yeah, it's way too soon for Unicron, but whatever. I'm not a movie producer. Um, it's kind of like doing The Dark Knight Returns as your second movie in your cinematic universe, but whatever. Um, the so later on, I just kind of threw it out there. I was like, at CinemaCon, I would really hope that we would get a new Turtles, like a full trailer, because we've only gotten the teaser so far.
Right. So we're probably
So
not going to get a
we,
full trailer until June when the action
yeah,
figures officially release. Because
so
if you
we didn't,
notice, that's
yeah,
when the Transformers trailer came out. Was when the toys went on shelves. As soon as the toys
Yeah.
went on shelves, that's when CinemaCon showed that trailer. Just saying.
And so and so later on during the day, we did get kind of Seth Rogen came out on stage and kind of talked a little bit about the movie and featured an exclusive clip that's not available online, at least publicly. So Jason and I haven't watched it,
No.
but thankfully there were people there who did get to write about it. It does sound a little interesting. So the turtles are hanging out with April and chasing after Superfly, who is played by Ice Cube, when he's stopped by them and Superfly introduces them to his crew, and Bebop and Rocksteady appear, and the turtles are just flabbergasted that there are more mutants that exist in New York. And then the rest of Superfly's crew comes out, which is Mondo, Leatherhead, Wingnuts, Genghis Frog. All of them come out now. Uh, the turtles, and so and that's kind of the end of the scene. And then there's a super cut of like a bunch of scenes from the movie
Gotcha.
leading up to the logo.
Gotcha. Oh, speaking of trailers and everything, actually, I was watching Nickelodeon and they actually have a TV spot uh, for Mutant Mayhem already. I was kind of surprised about that. The TV spot is just like a 30-second version of the teaser trailer, and it literally at the end says watch the full trailer online. Um, but yeah, I was surprised that TV spots are already like showing up. I don't know if it's in any other channel other than Nickelodeon. I mean, I could probably see it. It's only on Paramount owned channels. But to me, the interesting stuff that got also revealed is we're getting some popcorn buckets. We're getting the kid size drinks, and then we also have a full adult drink as well. And then they also have they also in this picture they showed plushes which are different from the play plushes that we just talked about earlier. I don't know if these are also going to be in movie theaters or if, uh, I could see these be in those claw machines, to be honest, and that's what I'm afraid of because
Mm.
that's it looks cute, but I really think these are like claw machine plushes, and I'm hoping like we have actual ways to purchase them and not have it by that rigged machine that you have to pay $2 for, and like it only has a power to like grab on to nothing.
All right, Jason, tell me how you really feel about the claw machines.
So funny story with Claw Machine. When my wife and I we got married, when we went to our honeymoon, one place that we actually went to was a mall area, and they actually had a claw machine that had the minions on it, and my wife was like, "Oh, let's do this and try to get a minion." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And like I told her, I was like, "I'm only spending $1. I'm not spending all of our money on this stupid claw machine." So I went and like tried to grab the minion, and I went to go try to grab the yellow one, and at the last second, like Anna told me, he's like, "Oh hey, no, I want you to grab the purple one," and and like I literally had like 2 seconds left to like change the direction of the claw, and I was like, okay, you're getting nothing. So I went and tried to go grab the purple one. If you guys don't know, the purple minions, they have like this troll like hair. The claw machine was able to grab and hold on to the hair of that purple minion, and I was able to win it for her. And like people around me looked at me like I was like this amazing skilled claw machine guy, that I knew exactly what I was doing, and at the last second I knew how to get the one that my wife really wanted. And like in reality it was just that the hair just happened to be easier to catch.
No, nice.
Yeah. uh but yeah, for as for like these popcorn buckets and like drinks and everything, I know I know the company NCG like does like does these like promotional stuff. I also see in our Dollar Theater. I don't know who owns the Dollar Theater. They also have the promotional stuff as well. I never see these promotional stuff uh in AMC or Regal, because most of their stuff has like their logo on it, and this looks like that generic Paramount logo, and I because I don't see a movie theater logo on these things.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Yeah, because I mean, I mean, I have not, to be honest, I haven't been to an AMC in years, but uh did they do any of I was about to say Guardians, but Guardians comes out this weekend. But like I don't know, like Ant-Man, Shazam, or anything, or Mario. Mario's a big one. Do you know if they did any of that stuff um like recently?
I mean, I remember there being like a popcorn bucket for Mario, but like nothing special.
Nothing special.
Um, the AMC that we go to has like a bar in it.
Okay.
Um, so, um, drinks, and so we've gotten like you know alcohol.
Gotcha. Cody says that AMC does all kinds of special tins, like Thor's hammer. So my NCG did have that. Mario had a question mark box as a popcorn
Yeah,
bucket. I saw that at NCG. We didn't actually get that one because I have like the refillable bucket, and I'm like, I don't need to like if I bought this thing so I can like have popcorn all year.
yeah, because I like heard that was a like exclusive popcorn tin too. So
Okay, the question mark one.
yeah,
Okay, so I have to check on that one because like I mean, uh, the movie theater merch has always been like I don't know I always get confused on them because like I see like Cinemark and like some of the lesser ones are more readily available with them, but then like AMC and Regal, like the two big ones, like they just have like their own exclusive ones, and and theirs have like their logo like on it, like and
mm.
everything, and like that's the way they kind of market it. But we'll definitely find out with these popcorn buckets. I mean, what like I'm hoping it's tin, but I have a feeling it's going to be plastic because plastic is cheaper. But um, I'm oh sorry about that.
That
Um,
does look like a plastic tin.
yeah, yeah. But I'm excited about it. August can't get here soon enough. I know Mike is like itching for that full trailer, and we're almost a month away. We gotta have that patience in there. I like I said, it's either when the full trailer will come out when Transformers either comes out or the action figures, like whichever is sooner. But that's like from like timing. That's usually, and I'm so curious if we're gonna get a third a third trailer for ticket sales. Like I'm so curious if we're gonna get a like oh now's the time to pre-order trailer
Mm.
or not, because like that's been something recent, but not every movie has been like oh pre-order this a month early, because not every movie feels that they need to push that.
It's gonna feel weird because like the last Turtles movie was in 2016. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's like that is the crazy part for me is that yeah, like it's because it feels like it was so recent, but at the same time, it's not. And like I already have like pictures popping up uh, when when I was like actually in the display stand for like the I think it was the second one at the Shadows where I got to sit with the turtles as they were eating pizza.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know if you
nice.
remember that stand or not.
I don't.
Oh, I'll have to find you. That is on Google Maps because I posted that in my Google Maps picture for my local AMC. That is like
Mm.
everyone's like favorite picture, and like they keep reminding me every year is like, oh hey, this this picture is super popular. You get so many likes on this picture, and like so many
Nice.
people just like this picture of me sitting with the Ninja Turtles. Like uh, I like something I remember was like I remember when I saw that stand. We were seeing Alice in Wonderland, I believe, when I saw that stand, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get a picture of this," but I didn't have my hat on, and so I ran to my car and like to go get my hat so I can like take a picture of that so I can like post it online and everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep, but that's pretty much all that we have for this week. Pretty slow news week. We had to kind of stretch things out, but um, still some exciting stuff and everything. Thank you everyone who joined us. Thank you Robert and thank you Cody for coming in and giving us your guys' input. Something Robert does said he remembers our Michelangelo during our shows, and Michelangelo still pops up time and time again because he likes to do our unboxings with us. We still have some uh, Playmates mystery boxes that we still need to unbox with him. We just haven't got around to it. Yeah. This week the full podcast should be out this week where we get to talk about Dante's Degree. Really fun episode. I'm finally happy that we get it out there. We should be recording for this week because both Anna and I we're feeling better. We're feeling like we can talk again. Anything you want to add, Mike?
We are going to be dark this week or next week, so no new episode on Tuesday. Even though we said we'll be back next week, Spencer's out of town, so we are not recording a new episode this week.
Gotcha. Understand you have to deal with all these people who go out of town like during the springtime.
I know. Well, he's going to be out of town, and then I'm taking the week off for my birthday this month. So
Oh wait, 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 wait,
uh,
wait. When's your birthday?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay, okay. We're yeah, because we we're definitely adjacent birthday buddies here. But all
Yeah.
right, all right. Till next time, guys. See ya.
Adios.
See ya.